It is Scorpio season. The Scorpio season, full moon, eclipse, blood moon, like all, it's just a lot. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but this Scorpio season, whether you're into astrology or not, it signifies death, rebirth, and transformation. And I want to know, is that something that you guys are feeling in your life right now? I titled this Old, New You, and Everything in Between because I was having some thoughts today as I navigated some things that are coming up in my life. And with this being such a season of transformation, when you're doing the work and you are putting the effort to grow, evolve, and move past your former self in a particular way, you really start to see that come up in your action and function. You start to see what habits you have, what comes up habitually as you move through the day. So let me break it down and give you more than what I'm saying. So, yesterday I got a message that kind of, made me feel some kind of way. I was like, oh crap, this is something that I have to take care of. But I was like, you know what? I got this. Like, I'm in the flow. It's all good. It's going to work out. In the morning, I get up, I'm taking care of it, whatever the case. But I noticed that when I got the information, my instinct was almost to like panic a little bit. So I was able to see myself and think like, wait, why is this your default response? It's almost like I'm outside of myself, looking at myself, wanting to default the way I would habitually respond, like, oh no. And I was like, no. That's not who I am anymore. That's not what I'm going to do. There's really actually no reason to worry. And this is my opportunity to implement that energy now. Because the old me kind of would have been like, and for what? Why the dramatics? Habit, I just love what God is showing me right now. I made a move earlier this week. And it was a bold move, but it was only semi-bold because I kind of had a safety net, if you will. I had a safety net. Sometimes when you jump, you think you're being bold, but then you're like, oh, I got this, and this to fall on. So I kind of made the move with that in mind. And then, this new situation came and there was no net. It was like, oh. So I'm saying all that to say, and I'm saying it this way because we got to know when we're being divinely guided. We got to know when to implement the skills. It's one thing to learn and to read and to pray and all this stuff, but if we don't put that into action, like, what is the point? So I just see God showing me and taking me down this path. And as I'm walking the path, I'm finding ways to implement all of the stuff I actually know to do while I'm walking out the journey, as opposed to a habitual fear or only making moves if I have A, B, and C in place because it's still safe, or still trying to control everything, or still trying to move in a particular way. That's not going to work anymore. I really actually have to walk out trust, faith, courage, fearlessness. And I see it come up a lot. I see even, I'm kind of talking to this guy, and I can see how sometimes when things are said or things come up, that there's still sometimes a knee-jerk reaction in me that comes from a place of defense, just a little bit. Not like I'm trying to fight against him, but just like, do I need to protect myself? Like, no, we good? Okay. And so sometimes we have to speak to those impulses, our habitual responses, and look at them for what they are. Look at them for where they came from. Honor them because they carried you through a season, but you don't need that anymore. And when you can start to identify that stuff as it comes up, it really helps you eradicate the behavior, and it gets you more into the flow. So I know that was a little bit all over the place. I'm a little tired today. Some of our cycles run on the full moon, if you know what I mean. So, but I wanted to kind of share that with you because it's something that was in my spirit today. So Anytime you come up against something that makes you feel nervous or unsure, or something that you don't want to do pops up, I implore you to analyze your impulses. Is your solar plexus like, you know what I mean? Are you feeling some kind of way? Is your stomach, are you, where is that coming from? And are you wanting to respond in an old way? Like, just, you're going to see it because the veil is really thin right now. I don't know about y'all, but this Scorpio season is getting to it, honey. If something is not meant to be in your life right now, it is being eradicated, whether you like it or not, or it's becoming so uncomfortable that you can't even, you got to make a move. Hey, Demita Joe. Thanks for tuning in, girl. I'm over here just talking about, I've just been feeling it so strong, like our old impulses, and so how some of my old impulses and ways of protecting myself are just knee-jerk reactions to things that are happening in my life. I'm seeing them come up, but I've done the work enough on myself to actually see them come up. And instead of leaning into them, I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to freak out. We don't need to feel that way. We don't need to control anything. Are you going to be who you say you are? Or are you just going to read the books, read the quotes, and read everything and then still function the same? If we're not implementing and integrating these things in, then what's the point? But I'm clearly starting to see, when I say old me, just old habits and old versions of myself. What's going on, SJ? I'm just starting to see old things, like my knee-jerk reaction to feel some kind of way. And I'm like, nope, I'm good. Everything's okay. This is what I'm functioning in, the new me. We're on a new timeline. I was just asking y'all that just got in here, is Scorpio season tearing you up or what? This is death, rebirth, transformation. So anything that's not supposed to be in your life, it's been rocky, bumpy, and ready to go right now. I mean, whether you believe in astrology or not, it's kind of been a lot. We're reevaluating things. We are, yes, I can definitely relate. Yeah. So I just wanted to send you guys a quick little message and hop on here, especially because I'm committed to being consistent, fresh out the shower, no makeup. I had my dinner this time though. But, if anything comes up, anything that would generally make you nervous, or you're feeling that in your stomach, or you're feeling the impulse to act some kind of way, examine that and ask yourself, why? Do you really need that anymore? Or really, can you move with a little more faith? Can you move with a little more courage? Can you take yourself out of the 3D, like what you're seeing, and just stick to what you know? Everything happens for my highest good. I'm going to be okay. Everything is working out. This is going to unfold just fine. I have the resources to handle this. I have the personality. Like, it's all like, can we stay there? Can we just stay there, as opposed to being like, this is going to work out, but I don't have enough. I don't know. And then we start to look at bank accounts and numbers and, whatever is right in front of us, social media, we start to look at what's in first and be like, we ain't got to do that no more. That was the old you. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and she was talking about how she was feeling a little guilty for not hustling as hard as, we're taught, or as some people around, or as this person or that person's doing. But she just doesn't feel motivated to do this or that. And, I've done the hustle before and it didn't get me anywhere and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, that's some of the stuff we got to stop saying. I've done this before and it didn't get me anywhere. It's irrelevant. It's gone. It's in the past. The only thing bringing it to now is you saying that. So if that doesn't make you feel good, why are we even bringing up what didn't work out, what wasn't relevant in the past? It didn't get us nowhere. That's not, let's think forward. Okay, if you're feeling some kind of way, maybe that's God letting you know it's time for you to get into something purposeful. And if you're going to do that, you will have to be in alignment with the belief that it's possible. Not that I already did this before and it didn't work and I don't like doing this and I don't like that. It's old. It's time to step into the new you, the new timeline, the new that is available to you. And it's going to come from your belief. So if you keep speaking of the past, what you're going to get And I don't think any of us want to go back there. I respect it. Respect you. Thanks. I think I'm going to just stay here, forward and up. That's it. I ain't trying to go back to what didn't work and when I couldn't and how I didn't. No, I'm good. I'm good on that. You know? Yes, do it differently this time. But it starts with our mindset because we create our reality. So if I sit in this now, which is the only moment I have, and say, well, in the past it didn't work and I did that already and I didn't get, like, that's the only thing I'm perpetuating. That's law. No matter how much you want something different, you got to say, you know what, you're right. Like, I think I'm feeling this, or maybe I could try this, or like, let me really tap into, and I know this could work. You know, we got to get into that new thing, you know, honey, you just got to blow up. I'm not even mad at you. I'm not mad, but I'm good. Thank you. Thanks. I'm not headed that way. None of us are. And we're in such a sensitive time that you have to choose. Right now is the time to choose. You're either going to be who you've been and do what you've done, or you're going to lean into this new, exciting adventure that requires fearlessness, courage, faith, your intuition. You can't hear your intuition when your ego and everything trying to protect you knows everything. When you're looking at social media or your bank account or your gas tank or whatever it might be, and you're dictating your life and your moves and your joy towards things based off of anything we're experiencing now, the jobs you're at, the people that you're, you know, whatever you're experiencing now is a product of past thoughts that have materialized. So you have the opportunity in this moment to materialize something. So 2-3 months from now, when you look back, you're like, yeah, because this is what I was thinking about when I implemented this, and it came to fruition. Like, so your now thoughts are informing your future, because the now that you're living was fully informed by your past. So if there's something you don't like, now is the time to stop feeding into that, because this is just what I sense. You know, I have my own downloads that I get, but I sense for my life, and I'll share that with you, and if it resonates, cool. I can tell. Oh, this kind of makes me emotional. How I function now is I'm a function from the past or the future. That's it. And if I don't change and I don't make those choices, I'm gonna be stuck. Whatever it is I do right now, that's where I'm gonna be stuck at. So do I want to be stuck in all of the good that I know is destined for my life? Or do I want to be stuck? Do I want the part of me that comes in and be like, you gonna trust God again? You saw how that worked out last time, girl. Okay. No, yes, I'm trusting this time because I don't have a choice. If I don't trust this time, I'll never get out of this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, call me crazy, but that's exactly where I prefer to live. That's right. Can't operate insanely. Absolutely. Yes. Needed to hear that. I'm so glad. I just wanted to come to you guys and implore you and inspire you to make better choices, because we always have the option. And we're doing such a great job. So let's just keep doing it. Let's stay inspired. Let's, we're growing together. I'm coming as like the speaker on my channel and all this, but we're growing together. This is like, you know, it's not me up here and I know all this stuff. This is a community effort. You feel me? So you're doing better. You're growing. Listen to the new you. Only think about where you want to go. Don't look at what's in front of you. What's in front of you damn near isn't real, because it manifests. It's a manifestation of the past. What are you going to manifest for the future? That's the only thing I want you to focus on. If something comes up and you're feeling that nervousness, look at that nervousness and be like, no, because everything works out for my good. That's not crazy for you to think. When you think everything works out for your good, you start to see the good solutions available. That's upward thinking. Not like, oh, this was before and this is the bottom and the path. We're not doing that anymore. So check yourself as in many moments as you're able to catch it, so you can continue to lean into this new version of you. Because this is what's here. Like, it's going to be, by let's say like March 2023, I'm pumped. We're all, I don't know what everybody's got going on, but I just feel like it's going to be like, just do the work, just stay optimistic, stay in the new, stay with it, you know, stay with it. Don't get left behind because you're looking that way, please. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know the drill, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow Loving Life Deep on IG. A lot of you already are. And thank you so much. This was something nerve-wracking for me to do. It's like, I don't want to be the poster child for single women, but it's not even that. It's just, I know how it feels to have certain mindsets that don't serve. And I know what it feels like to be on the other side of a lot of them. And it has brought joy and I was going to say richness and abundance and wealth and health and all these beautiful things to my life. So it's like, we hear so many things that are so negative. And I was just feeling the tug. Like, if I have a mouth, if I don't counterbalance this with some positivity, like, what am I doing? Like, you know, I'm trying to do my part. All right, y'all, much love. I am going to rest. It's this full moon. Take a bath, go relax, do whatever it is you want to do, because that's what I'm going to do. Well, I already bathed, but I'm going to relax. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, which hopefully is tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.